Hi everyone, day 30, and these days I'm very much in still thoughts and conversation about crone and the archetype of crone and what it means for a woman to get to that stage of her life. And so I was doing a little bit of research about things that were written about this archetype and the typical resistance to aging that is so common in our society, from women particularly. So the resistance to aging and the fear of dying is considered, part of wounded feminine or the crone archetype in out of balance. So as I'm contemplating all these subjects, I'm also realizing that the last few years, what I found was when I am full of life, when I allow life to, penetrate me and I am filled with the blessings that I experience in my life, and not only it doesn't mean that everything is always pleasant and everything is always wonderful. It also could mean that sometimes there are, what we call lessons and things that are more difficult and, betrayals maybe and disappointments and everything like that. But I think all that is part of being open to life and part of being taught by life, and blessed by life in a sense. Life is always guiding us. This is my belief. And it's up to us whether to accept it or to resist it. So, again, this relationship with our aging, especially as a woman, I'm going to move and sit. Especially as a woman, it's, quite, for me, it's something that I've been obviously thinking about for a while, and I, work with women, so I am in these conversations all the time. And what is, apparent is that in our society, the stage of life, what we call menopause, which is after a woman can bear children, there is so much fear. And if it was only fear, it would have been maybe okay. But there is also so much disgust almost. Like, I know it because I had it. I had it too. And, I spoke to a wonderful person, friend / client yesterday, and we agreed that, when you even say that word crone, it just, the images that come up are so unpleasant, and it's something like, I don't want to be that, right? So again, what I'm finding is that when I am fully in the dance with life, when I am in acceptance of all the gifts that life brings me. Some things don't feel like gifts in the moment, but hindsight, it's easier to see that everything was a gift. When I'm fully in my life, when I'm at full breath in it, I notice that I'm less worried about what happens next. I'm less worried about what happens next, and I'm less worried about even I don't need to cling and grab on to life as if I didn't have enough. This is what the message is, that when I am in my life fully, when I am fully present and fully in enjoyment and fully in acceptance and fully in dance with it, I feel like it's enough. That idea of already having enough is something that I've been also playing a lot with. Sometimes, over these last several years, but even before, because motherhood, certain things that I felt with my husband when we were young, these moments that I felt so incredibly blessed that sometimes I would even say to myself, oh my God, universe, thank you so much. Whatever happens next, life was already worth it. So I still say that, although there were moments in the last several years where I was like, oh my God, why did I say that? But yeah, overall, basically what I'm trying to say is that if we can live our life fully, if we can taste it with our full mouth and get all the juices out of it and breathe at full breath, then letting it all go, I sense, will not be quite as scary and quite as unpleasant. Because again, it's that, being in enoughness means it's enough already. Like, I have enough already, or I've had enough already. And so you don't have to cling or grab or hold on too tightly. You can surrender and allow whatever needs to happen next to happen. This is kind of where I am today, and this is where I find peace in my own life and with my own aging. And I wanted to bring to your attention, and would be very curious to get some feedback, whether you feel anything like it or what your thoughts are on the subject. All right, everyone, see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is the last day of August. It's been a beautiful journey. August feels like an insanely long month. I've been in 3 different countries, and I feel like I've experienced, it feels like a year, August. Anyway, tomorrow is the last day of August, and I will be back for the last video, at least in this cycle. See you then.